All right, we're live. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We had a little bit of operating difficulties. Number one, Simon didn't know that there was a time change, so he's sleeping right now. So you may or may not get Simon. But I'm here. We're going to talk about 1976. I was 5 years old. I remember it well. My parents made me wear a powder blue cowboy suit to some, whatever the party that we went to. So let me check out the chat here and see who's here. That's the one thing Simon's good for. Oh, I see he's on the chat. He's like Gabe was a couple weeks ago. So we have movies and stuff, and we've got Robert. So a couple of these guys actually are finalists for the to win the guitar. I'm going to announce later in the show. The show is going to be probably about 35-40 minutes tonight. And somewhere around the 30-minute mark, I am going to draw the winner. And so with that, let's talk about some of the great solos of 1976. Now you might think, when you think 76, you think Hotel California, certainly one of the great solos of all time. So I'm going to cue that up right now. But I've got one better. I've got a solo that I think is better than Hotel California. So let's check this one out first. So let me ask you something. Can you guys hear me in the background messing around while Simon was playing that solo? I'm curious. It's a learning experience for me too. Anybody? And while I'm gathering that information, first I want to tell you about this guitar. This guitar really kicks ass. This is my favorite 12-string guitar that I've ever owned, or I don't actually own it, but Reverend let me borrow it. It's the Airwave 12, and I'm going to play it a bunch tonight, and it's fantastic and good. Thank you for letting me know, because I was making all kinds of noise. So let me ask you, because Simon didn't show up tonight, how is the sound? Am I too loud, not loud enough? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, nobody's going to tell me whether I'm loud enough or too loud. Maybe they can't hear me at all. Can you guys not hear me at all? Can you hear me? Oh, the sound is okay. All right. Yeah, this is pure amateur hour, and I apologize. But this is not amateur hour. So let me ask you, what song do you think has a better solo from 1976 than what did we just play? The Hotel California solo. Anybody? Hiya, Mark. I got some hiya marks. I've got all friends here. I'm entertaining 16 people. Peter Frampton, that's a good one. That is a really good one, but I think I have one better than that. But yeah, Overture 2112, another great solo. But I think I have both of those trumped. What else we got? Thin Lizzy. I have a funny story, so I'll tell this story now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play this thing. You guys will get a kick out of this. So Simon says to me, Freebird was 72 or 73. Oh, but the live version maybe was from 76. So anyway, I'm getting distracted here. So Simon says, I got a couple songs that I uploaded, this and that, and the boys are back in town in Jailbreak. So I naturally assumed, he's talking about, I don't even know how to play it, but, Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy. Wow, wow, wow. So I cue it up. And this is what I hear. And I'm like, let me play it for you here. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And I didn't want to offend him. But then I realized that's AC/DC's version of Jailbreak. Did anybody know where I was going to go with that? Let me see. It doesn't look like it. So imagine me thinking that Simon was supposed to be playing, and Simon's a great guitar player. Oh, got it right there. Hitch a Ride is another really good solo. God, you guys are giving me all great solos. But let's see. I think I have the song that has a better solo than all of those. And I'm going to play it for you right now. And I actually played this solo live. Here you go. Boom. And I'm going to record direct, but I've got the amp on so you can hear it. Let's rock and roll. Get the here we go. Boomsenheimer, what'd you think? Better? Was I right or was I wrong? I'm waiting for some kind of like visceral response here when I'm just getting the comments. And just so you know, I really have a lot of respect now for the YouTubers that go live and they answer their own comments because it's nearly impossible to do that. There's no way I can type and read comments and play guitar at the same time, but I am reading them. Good afternoon. Lisa always wants to brag about the fact that she lives in Seattle. It was good morning from sunny Seattle. I'm just kidding, Lisa. Seattle people are proud of their city, though. But isn't everybody proud of their city? So, I have a little comedy thing here. Everybody thinks that like their city has the most hard asses, right? I'm from New York, so he's from Detroit. It's like everybody outdoes each other as if the gangs in New York's knives are sharper than the gangs in Detroit's. Anyway, we're digressing fast here. So 2112, one of my favorite albums, came out in 1976. And interesting about that album is that Rush had put out 3 albums prior to that. They put out their first album, which in fact didn't have Neil Peart on it. And then Fly By Night, which was a reasonable success. They got some local airplay and started touring nationally. I'm not sure if they were supporting Kiss yet or not. But then they Caress of Steel was a flop. It was really an album that they made for themselves, and they didn't have the clout to do that yet. So 2112, was really ballsy to put out a concept album, with one song taking up the whole side. no more ballsy, I guess, than Mike Oldfield. Although Mike Oldfield had nothing to lose, right? Mike Oldfield came out of nowhere, whereas Rush was on the way up. But according to the Beyond the Lighted Stage documentary, Rush had complete creative license after 2112. Somebody just mentioned about somebody will Rush tour without Neil Peart. I don't think so. It'd be weird. I think the fans would have a revolt. I have to tell you something about that. Honestly, Neil's passing. Oh, guess who just decided to show up? I'm going to let him sweat it out for a couple minutes here, though, until I finish my story. So Neil's passing really affected me. I'm a huge Rush fan. I was a member of the Rush fan club. As a matter of fact, I didn't have my Rush fan club certificate back when I made the video. But now I found it. Now I can prove that at like 10 years old, look at the way they look back there with the hair. Like 10 years old, I was an early adopter of Rush, pre-moving pictures. So anyway, when Neil died, I was shocked. And I would say that I was saddened by his death more than any other person's death of somebody that I never met. It just really, I don't know, it just really shocked me. So with that, let's all say a howdy do to Simon. Decide to join.
Hey everyone, how are you all?
You were in the doghouse there. I guess it's my fault for not letting you know that our time changed.
Yeah, I mean, I know the world does revolve around America, but
we're very dynamic here in the States. Yeah, we're very self-centered.
Yeah.
And, you notice how every other country has to learn English in order to go to an international conference? I think that might have to do with, the English colonization, though, right?
That's all right. I was just doing my own little live stream on what scale should I learn first. And I didn't realize that we'd schedule them at the same time. Otherwise, I would have been here at 10 o'clock. So
here's a little side thing that was going on for all you that are on right now. So I have a bleeding disorder. So when I get there's a reason I'm telling you this. I'm not trying to
bleeding heart disorder.
So when I get a bloody nose, it doesn't stop. So I got a bloody nose about 10 minutes before we started. So I was hoping that Simon would come on first, let me have a few minutes to cauterize it, but I wasn't able to cauterize it. So I've literally got blood is literally pouring out of my nose onto my pants. I can't even say pants. I've lost so much blood already that I forgot what you wear below your waist. That's how bad it is.
Epic. That is epic.
So
hey, Mark, did you get the videos that I sent you?
We played your videos already. We played your videos. You know why we played
them? How did they go?
Well, I thought Hotel California was fantastic. Do you want to get some anybody want to give a thumbs up? There's a book coming though. I thought Hotel California was fantastic, but I thought that my Kid Charlemagne solo was better.
Oh, really?
No, they were both good. So there's a funny story I'll tell you. I don't really want to tell it again. It bores the rest, but maybe they can see your reaction. So you sent me Jailbreak. And when you told me we were doing Jailbreak, you said, in this order, you said, Tie Your Mother Down, Hotel California, The Boys Are Back in Town, and Jailbreak. Yeah. So when you said Jailbreak, I naturally thought you meant Thin Lizzy. So you sent me this recording, and I'm like, oh my God, he's a great guitar player. That sucks. And I listened to it. I'm like, that sounds nothing like Jailbreak. What is he doing? And then I'm like, oh, wait, there's an AC/DC song called Jailbreak too.
Yes,
but there it is. It doesn't have this. Or was it? Now I lost it. Damn it. I had it before I could play it. Now I forgot it. I'll just do it with my mouth.
So I learned Tie Your Mother Down by Queen.
Go ahead, play it for us. Play it.
So when I say learnt it, I've got the chart up in front of me. So I'm going to read it. I know this is it's good. Very well prepared. So let's just see what happens. Tie Your Mother Down, right? It's called. Let's see what happens.
Hey Andy, what's going on? Orville, thanks.
Oh, is that rock enough? You think that's rock enough? I think that's rock enough.
got wet. Yep, I think got wet. Hey, are you playing? Do you happen to be playing in the bathtub right now, or?
No, I've got a bit of delay. I love the delay.
Oh, it's.
I can do it again without delay. You prefer that? I know you don't like the delay.
No. It sounded. Did it sound just like delay to you guys, or did it sound like? Did it get like all kind of like garbly?
Well, let's try again.
Catalano's on. Hey, Mike Catalano, the drummer. We're doing a reunion show. Hey, I should announce that. I should announce that now. So my old band, Paradise Vendors, which Mike was an integral part of, he played drums and sang and wrote songs, is having a reunion show on June 16th in Connecticut, in Southern Connecticut. So if you live in the greater New York area or even the greater Boston area, come check us out, June 16th. You can email me if you want details. But it's we haven't played together. The original four of us haven't played together in about, 22 years. And the band broke up about 18 years ago. So if you guys want to come check us out, we're gonna just pretend that we remember all the songs that we wrote and play a few covers. And all right, what else we got? We're 1976.
Well, I tell you what, as we were all complaining about my lovely slapback delay.
No, it wasn't that. Wait, nobody's answering. I need you guys to support me here on the chat.
Let's have another go.
Did his guitar
I've learned it.
Fine?
I've learned it, so I might as well play it again.
Right? Anybody else hearing it? The question is Simon's guitar cutting out? Completely cutting out, and it sounds like he's in water, right? Give me a yes or no.
Still?
Give me a yes or no if it sounds like Simon's in water.
Oh man,
yes? No, come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, maybe no. It like went like this. It went down to down.
All right. Oh yeah, that's the internet. So the internet in my street this week has been absolutely disastrous. So it could be the internet.
So there's a great Gary Larson comic, and what you see the band, and everybody's throwing tomatoes at the band, like tomatoes and beer cans and bottles. They're just getting pummeled. And then in the background, in the close-up shot, you see the back of Eddie, and Eddie's got his hands on the controls, and he's got the treble, and he's got the bass, and he's got the suck, and he's got the suck up to 10, and it says Eddie's last day at the board. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, so you're lucky I'm even here because the internet hasn't been working this week at all.
All right, so let's see who can name the song besides Tepid Tooth. I know Tepid Tooth will know this one. See if I remember it. Oh. Anybody else know that one besides Tepid? It's on the same album as this one. Let me see if I remember this one. Need a little gas for that. Let's try this here. Oh yeah, GD Opinionator knows it too. Anybody? No? How about or what is it? I don't remember. Anyway, we're digressing. Something for Nothing. Brian Truchon. Do you say that? Is that how you say it? Is it French? Or yeah, Truchon.
Truchon.
Anyway, Brian got it right. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, 2112 side B. Yeah, it's got a side B. Let me think if I can figure out the songs on side B here. This is good. It'll be like the first trivia question. Catalano, he probably knows it. So my guitar too, Mike. My guitar's getting muffled too. Moving on. So let's see what happens. So there's Lessons. There's Twilight Zone, Passage to Bangkok, Something for Nothing. And then there's one more. Is it Tears? Is that the other one? Did I get them? Twilight Zone. Anybody at 5, or are there more than 5?
I have no idea.
All right. I think that's
short answer.
We're talking about 2112 here. All right. So let's talk about what else happened in 1976. So we celebrated here in the United States. We celebrated our bicentennial. We like to do that. We love to break our arms, patting ourselves on the back, celebrating U.S. imperialism, and our more effective colonization than the English. So
you got to watch those guys.
So anyway, so there was a great movie from 1976, and there's a quote, and the quote from the movie is famous, right? I'm mad as hell. I don't know if you guys have seen Network. It's an all-time great movie. But there's a funnier quote that a lot of people don't know. I don't know if anybody's listening. Who's listening to me anyway? Sweet Madam Blue, yeah. Was it? I'll get it in a second. I played this just a couple weeks ago. Anyway, so Peter Finch played one of the characters, and William Holden played one of the characters. And William Holden and Peter Finch were both up for the Academy Award. Well, Peter Finch died and won the award posthumously. So they asked William Holden what he thought about it, and he said, that son of a bitch had to die. If that son of a bitch didn't die, I would have won. Something like that. So I thought that was pretty good. But Peter Finch did have a really good performance in that. And this is the classic scene here from Network. It's really good. Check it out.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God.
All right, there you go. I left it at the dramatic part. There's also a couple of words there that might get us knocked off the channel, so wanted to keep it fluid here. So I know that a lot of you, how many people have seen that one, or how many people are like, what the hell is going on? Did we just drop from like 27 to like 2? Anyway, all right.
I don't know.
Well, now there was something positive that happened out of that. While that was going on, though, I figured out what I was doing wrong, right? Time after time, I sit and I wait for your call. I know I'm a fool, but what can I say? I long for the past and dream of the day for you. Madam Blue. You guys know that one? And the good part, right? Sweet Madam Blue, gaze through your looking glass. You're not a child anymore. Sweet Madam Blue, the future is all the past. You make your own rules. There we go. You're caught in the world and more. Heaven's door.
That's a cool song.
Then we got the Empire. Was it? America. We need 3 singers here. I need Tommy Shaw. I need James Young.
So, hey, Mark, I'm going to ask something daft.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Styx. It's Styx. They're more of a
Styx.
side of the pond. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's a cool song. I like it a lot.
Cole said they put.
I'm going to have to check that out.
I saw them actually a couple years ago, and this is funny. My son, my 11-year-old son, loves Styx, but he only likes the Tommy Shaw songs. He doesn't like any of the Dennis DeYoung songs. He likes Blue Collar Man. He likes Too Much Time on My Hands. He likes Crystal Ball, but he doesn't like Babe or any of the the ballady songs. So he would have been great. They could have interviewed him on that Behind the Music, but he wasn't born yet. So.
Right. That's cool, man. Like, I've never heard that before. I'm not going to say that 1976. So when it was suggested we were going to do 1976, I was like, wow, I can't think of anything that I know how to play from 1976. But it actually appears that there was quite a few things I knew how to play.
A lot of songs from 1976. So another, one of the great albums, and most of you know this story, Foghat Slow Ride. That one's a good one too. There's actually a better song on that album. Dennis Ratliff said, who said? Charles said Slow Ride. So that's on Fool for the City, right? Slow Ride, I believe it is. And there's a song called Take It or Leave It that's better. You know that one? Take it or leave it. Tell me what you want to do. If you can believe it. It's kind of a typical cheesy. I like those cheesy 70s songs. Like I like South City Midnight Lady by the Doobie Brothers. You guys know that one? Up all night, I could not sleep. Those kind of songs. Anyway, here's another one of the biggest bands that of the 76, late 76, was a band that shopped their album around to everybody, and it was Tom Schultz, right? Was doing his work for Kodak, his secret work for Kodak during the day, recording with Brad Delp at night, making what was the first Boston album, and somehow nobody wanted to buy it. I guess it was too corporate. But is Mikey still here? Is Catalano still on the thing? I hope he is. So I didn't think about it before. But anyway, the guy you saw that I said the drummer before, let's give him a spotlight a little bit here. This is one of my favorite songs from that Boston album. It's been such a long time. I think I should be going. Yeah. Time doesn't wait for me. It keeps on rolling. Sail on a distant highway. I got to keep on chasing a dream. I gotta build my way. Wish there was something I could say. Well, I'm taking my time. I'm just moving on. You forget about me after I've been gone. And I take what I find. I don't want no more. It's just outside of your front door. Anyway, great song.
Cool song.
You know that one, Simon?
No.
Do you know More Than a Feeling, right? More Than a Feeling? Peace of Mind?
Yeah, More Than a Feeling. I know that.
How about Peace of Mind? You know that one? I
Maybe if I heard it.
understand about indecision, but I don't care if I get behind.
Yeah, well, there you go. That was great though, Mark. Hey,
Competition.
this
Oh,
is
that
like
was-
a yeah, I guess so. So I had a look at sort of things from 1976, and that Led Zeppelin record, the Presence record, came out that
great
year.
record. Why don't you play? It's easy to play on one guitar. Why don't you play Achilles' Last Stand for us? That's an easy one just to knock out. Do it on the acoustic.
That
I'm kidding. It's like 10. All right, you got it. Something
Like that?
Come an April morning and they told us we should go. What does he say? What does he say in the part where he goes, "I look away, run away, run away"? What does he say there? Anybody know? Nobody knows.
Who knows? Who knows?
All right. Anyway, we're moving on here. So what else came out in 76?
Did we talk about before I got here, did you talk about The Boys Are Back in Town?
We didn't talk about The Boys Are Back in Town. Let's talk about The Boys Are Back in Town. Great harmony.
Can I just say that I love the chords in this song?
Great chords.
And it's funny when you kind of, in hindsight, you look at some of these tunes that came out, you know, whenever they came out, and you're like, oh, that's a rock song, you know, that they're a rock band. But then you think about all the other music that's going on at the time, and actually you realize that it had pretty big influence, disco influence or whatever. So you look at the chords in that song, right? If I just play the chords kind of out of context, we've got, A, C sharp minor, D, F sharp 7 sus 4.
Nice, you know that chord. Most people go to the wrong chord there, right? They go up to the, yeah, that's right, yeah.
And then C sharp minor, back to F sharp 7 sus 4, B minor 7, and then E9 sus 4 or E11.
Are we getting any, can you guys tell us, are we getting any delay here? Like if I sing while Simon plays, is that going to sound like a disaster? Here, just play a couple chords. Let's see how bad it sounds. I'll listen on the replay. Yes, you just got back today.
Yeah,
you wild-eyed boys that had been away. They are.
So, but like you think about those chords in isolation.
Sorry. Yeah, they're great chords.
Yeah, if you were just playing. Like that's not like rock, is it?
They're great, and they're also, if you listen to it, that song is dissected on, you can get it on YouTube. If you listen to just the guitar track, everything is syncopated. It's really syncopated heavily on the back of the beat. It's a great song. Yeah. And Dennis mentioned Destroyer came out in 76, and I do have to give a nod to Kiss because, 40 something year career, and just for a moment, for a small little moment in time, Bob Ezrin, Night Moves too, Bob Ezrin was able to pull them together and call out one half decent album, right? I mean, Destroyer is not a bad album. You've got Detroit Rock City is a good song. God of Thunder is good. I know all the songs on that album. King of the Nighttime World. Beth is horrible. I mean, oh gosh. It's hard to even listen to that one. But there's some great songs. Yeah, you guys are throwing out all kinds of great. Here's another little piece of trivia. I think, and you guys can look this up. I think 1976 might have been. I don't know why I'm pointing at you guys. The last year that all four Beatles released a solo album. I think that was it.
Right. There you go.
I wonder if you guys can name them without looking. Bohemian Rhapsody, was that 75?
They're called. I know them.
You know the four?
Yeah.
Go, give me them.
John, Paul, Ringo, George.
Oh, no, they're albums. I want their albums, dude. You know what? I was going to play Dust in the Wind. Dust in the Wind didn't come out in 76, though, right? Leftoverture came out in, right? I keep wanting to get heavier sound, and my sound is keep getting lighter and lighter.
Can you play Life in the
There it is. Right? Something like that. And it's like. Don't forget, I'm on a 12 string too.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it all.
I want to get a 24 string, Mark. I feel like maybe a 24 string.
I should get a 24 string.
Yeah.
I can't play. I can barely play the Takamine. It's too big for me. This thing is great, though.
Is that Reverend?
Miracles out of what's Miracles Out of Nowhere? Why do I know that song? What's Miracles Out of Nowhere? I'm like having a 75 Bohemian Rhapsody, Night at the Opera, Date the Race, 76 Tie Your Mother Down. Yeah, you guys got that, of course, right?
Yeah, but that Someone to Love is 90.
Fly Like an Eagle. Yeah, so interesting. So Steve Miller played the what's it called? The Midnight Special in 1973 or 74 with Fly Like an Eagle. And he kept working that song. And I don't know if you guys know the Station to Station Golden Years. But Steve Miller worked his ass off, and the Steve Miller Band released a lot of albums from the late 60s. They had released, I think by the time they released Fly Like an Eagle, which if it was at 76, they released like 10 albums, I want to say. I think 10 albums. And they released the 2 albums, and one had the Joker on it. And the Joker also, they spent over 100 hours in the studio working on the Joker. The Joker sounds like it's just one of those songs you go and you kind of do casually, right? Like just, on a sunny day, just knocks it out. But yeah, over 100 hours of studio time to get that one right. But anyway, then they put out Steve Miller's Greatest Hits. And every song on Steve Miller's Greatest Hits is just from those 2 albums. The other 10 albums before that, none of those songs made the Greatest Hits album. So
just practicing.
trying to just package it in a different way. So
there's not many bands nowadays that would get 8 albums of practice before they
Fleetwood Mac. I mean, they had Peter Green, of course, but they didn't sell. I remember the story when Mick Fleetwood was telling I read Mick Fleetwood's biography years ago about the record company would just be like, you're going to sell your 300,000 albums. Doesn't matter whether you have Bob Welch or you have, Peter Green, or you have, it doesn't matter who's Danny Kerwin. Doesn't matter who's in the band. You guys are going to sell your 300,000 albums. You're going to have a good tour and you're going to go on your way. And, and then obviously, Fleetwood Mac came out and they blew up.
Yeah, right.
It's just total kismet there, getting Stevie and Lindsay just to totally change the band. But I thought the Bob Welch version of the band was pretty good. Future Games is a good album.
Yeah.
No Mystery to Me, not a very good album, although it does have the song Hypnotized. But anyway, we're talking about other. All right, Pompatus. Pompatus is a made-up word. If anybody
Fernando. Fernando, Mark Hill.
Fernando is, yeah. I don't know anything about Abba.
Yeah. There's they're pretty popular in Australia. I think my wife, who's a big ABBA person, she always tells me that Australia actually helped make ABBA. So
what year was what's it called?
Waterloo.
Out one morning, cut a balloon, fight gonna have Afternoon Delight. Anybody know that song Afternoon Delight? Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon Delight. Anybody? Nobody knows that one?
I'll help you.
Wired, Jeff Beck. Did Wired came out in Blow by Blow, then Wired came out afterwards, the 2 George Martin albums? Yeah, you're right. Good. Oh, Catalano, did you miss your performance, Mike? You were actually on video. I actually played a video of you singing. I think you missed it.
Somebody else asked about I think one of the great riffs of rock and roll. Yeah? Somebody asked about this riff. Right, that one?
Yeah.
That's a great riff.
So, yeah, it sounds better on the 12.
It's just really better on
I think it sounds better on the 12, but that's because I think everything sounds better on the 12.
Sounds good.
12 strings. I should, what sucks is I don't have any kind of like Amazon. I did the Amazon affiliate, but I was too lazy to like fill out all the paperwork. I probably could make a few dollars doing that, but anyway, I'll just,
All right. Well, there you go. Look, that is. I've got a lot of stuff to go and listen to. Hey.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap in a couple minutes. Let's do a couple of quick trivia questions here. So yeah, I'll try to think of a couple here. All right. How about here? Since it was the bicentennial, we'll go back a couple hundred years here. So where was the Battle of Bunker Hill fought? And I don't mean Boston. I mean, where was it actually fought, the Battle of Bunker Hill? And don't look. Anybody? Nobody knows. All right, so we're going to play one more little clip, another song that was released as a single in 76. And then after that, I am going to announce the winner. I'm actually going to pick the winner here and announce the winner of the guitar this month. But I have a lot more stuff. Breed sale, right? Everybody, I have a lot more stuff to give away. And I'm going to be giving away the Banjitar. I'm going to be giving away a couple pedals, a foot pedal board, and a left-handed guitar too. But let me just play this one last little outro thing here, done on a 12 string, of course, and where I can't see, but there it is. And then in the meantime, I'll draw the name. All right, rock and roll. All right, so I just did the thing, and just so you guys know how I do this, I want to be really fair about this. I put everything into the computer. It takes lots and lots of hours to make these. Van Gogh doesn't care what I do. I just feel like there should be integrity in these. But interestingly, there were 5 or 6 people that at this time, so you know, Simon, people could watch as many videos as they wanted, comment on them, and they got an entry for each one. So there were some people that had over 100 entries. They watched, you know, a lot of my videos. So God bless them. You know, I mean, I can't even watch some of those old videos, but they did. And one of those 6 people actually ended up being the winner, which I'm happy about. Robert Frederick is our winner. So Robert, you are Simon, are you frozen, Simon? I had a feeling he was frozen. I'm like, either Simon's frozen or he's like sitting incredibly still right now. So congrats. Can you guys hear me? Simon, can you hear me? There we go.
Yeah, I just dropped out for a second.
Okay. So Robert, congratulations. I'm going to be reaching out to a couple other people also that did a lot. I know you did. And I'm going to be reaching out to a few different people. Sedona, those of you that nobody get upset yet. Let's put it that way. Don't be upset. Be happy. Number 1, there's lots more guitars to give away. Number 2, I'm going to be reaching out to some people. So I really appreciate it. One more thing before we go. I'll do it since I've got it. Hey, Hilly, are we on for a lesson tomorrow? You tell me that before we leave. Anyway, I don't know Robert. Robert and I don't converse. But Robert's more proof that I do this 100% fairly. I don't know these people. I don't give them to my friends. I give them out to random people around the country that watch the channel. So I do want to give a shout out to a couple people though. Charles and Movies and Stuff, Frets, all those guys watch a lot of videos and I really appreciate it. And oh man, I got through this entire thing with a bloody nose. So bloody hell, right? I should have used the old bloody this, bloody that. Anyway, any parting thoughts, Simon?
Parting thoughts is that I don't know much about 1976. I think is the main thing, and I'm going to go and listen to Styx right now.
Styx, nice. Yeah, you should
listen
right? Yeah, Sweet Madam Blue is good, but you also listen to like Fooling Yourself is a good one. We'll have
I'll go and check it out.
You missed the show, Blake. It was it was kind of an interesting start. My nose was pouring blood. Literally, people I don't think see it, but my nose was like pouring blood. If you want to watch the replay, Simon's sleeping while that's going on.
That's rubbish.
Right? You were sleeping, weren't you?
No, I was doing a live stream.
I know you were doing your live stream. Just kidding. Simon didn't realize there was a time change, so
yeah,
it was kind
unbelievable.
It was like a little mini protest, because everybody kowtows to the USA. I don't think they should either. Trust me, I'm not one of those definitely, anyway, I don't want to get into politics, but
well, do you know, the cool thing is that over here in Australia, we just change the clocks a completely different time to everybody else. So I'd completely forgotten that. Because I think the USA and the UK are around at the same time.
When you say you guys change the clocks, you're not talking about like, you put it a couple of minutes forward so you get up earlier, right? Because everybody does that.
Well, I've got to say that over here, and there's like a half-hour time difference as well. So some of the states are half-hour difference to the others. Do you have that in the US? A half hour?
No, but we do have Arizona, which doesn't change.
Oh, good on Arizona.
And
I like Arizona. I've been to Arizona.
You know what's interesting? Somebody just mentioned status quo, and I was going to actually end this show. This is funny. Zach, you're like reading my mind, which is creepy. I was going to end this show with a comment about status quo. So in America, status quo is known as a one-hit wonder band. Their song Pictures of Matchstick Men hit number 11 on the charts. It's a real annoying song. There you go.
Something like that.
That's what we know. We know them as just the one-hit wonder band, but apparently over in the UK and in Australia, guess how many hits they had? 57 hits. 57 top 40 hits. I can't believe it.
So many hits.
Yeah.
They're a great band.
I mean, not to be confused with Susie Quattro. Kind of a similar, Susie Quattro had more hits here than Status Quo did, right? Remember Susie Quattro?
Crazy.
That was 76. Damn it. That was 76. And the record, the Edmund Fitzgerald, was 76 too. I could have done that one. The legend lives on from the Chippewa down. You know that one, Simon? To the big
I clearly, it's like I've never studied music in my life today.
I'm gonna have to court Simon with like a mixtape. Do they make mixtapes anymore? To make
we need. Do you know what we should do? We should set up a best of 1976 Spotify playlist.
Yeah, we could do that. I'll do that.
Then we can share it in the description for this live stream and go, oh, these are great songs from 1976. That would be cool.
Orville Gibson, who actually his real name is Orville, so he lives in Australia too, and he actually had a horrible rain. He was rained in. I mean, it was crazy, right? What, 45 inches of rain you had, Orville? Like record 100-year rain. God bless him. But he's an older gent. He's not old. He's older than me. It's all I know. And but his real name is Orville Gibson. It just so happens that his father was a fan of aviation and named him Orville. But Orville says that 76 was dominated by disco. Actually, 76 was dominated by somebody else that we didn't mention. Probably maybe the best album of 76 and one of the great albums of all time. And we should mention it. It's a great way to end this, is Songs in the Key of Life, right? I mean, just a juggernaut album, not only a double album, but a double album with an extra EP that came with, near a triple album. I mean, Stevie Wonder was just, Stevie Wonder during that period from 72 to 76 was just crazy good. I mean, too good, right? I mean, almost as creative as the Beatles were during their period, as creative as Joni Mitchell, during her great period too. So anyway, all right. We are leaving you now. We appreciate your time. And Simon, thank you for letting me get a taste of what it's like to host the channel by myself, I
know you did it. You did very well.
If it wasn't for the bloody nose, if it wasn't for the bloody nose, right? What happens when you have a bloody nose and you're British? Do you say bloody nose? Or do you say bloody nose?
Yeah, you probably put a different word in front.
Yeah. I think, I might market this as a comedy. I might cut this one up and market as a comedy show instead of a music thing. So anyway, everybody, thank you so much for spending time with us. We really enjoyed it, and we hope you did too. And we will see you in 2 weeks, in a fortnight. Good night.